Hey guys, it's your boy, Skinny Penis, here with another video for Tales of Turam. We're here with another episode of Tale of Steel and Flame or Fire, or whatever it's called. Once again, Domino has left our group, so he's no longer going to be in these. But I am here today with the two from the last session, Eotis and Moria, and two possible joiners to the campaign, depending. They may not be here every session we do it, but we have Okrin and Gesh, if you'd like to say hi.
Hi.
Howdy.
And they'll be introduced in a little bit, so we're going to continue with the story from where we're at the moment. Last time, oh boy, Tosk abandoned Theolyn. Theolyn went and found a lodge. He found out people were being tricked by a fey creature of some type. Found Tydal. Tydal and him destroyed 3 hags. Good job, by the way. Those were powerful hags. CR8, CR5, and the CR1. Or CR2, sorry. And, well, 2 of the hags. One of the hags escaped, the night hag specifically. And freed one of the people of their, well, one of the cardinals of their faith. Eventually learning about each other, they made their way up, saved a woman from death for but a few hours, as they were thrust into a glade past their destination. They found... Yeah, sorry. They helped the woman give birth before she died from birthing a child. Found in Ursa Minor, and fought against some creatures that seemed to appear next to a tower that they found called Alma's Menagerie, or was it Sanctuary? I can't remember. Eventually, looking in, they found some ancient research of Almas on an ancient scale of Shugaroths that they had found from the only time he had come down to the actual realm in actual form. Their common realm in actual form, and fought against something long ago. They would need to talk more about the Dragon Spine in Oradon. They eventually met Sypha in that tower, who told them, let's go back to my place. They teleported back, talked for a bit. She helped them understand the Emerald's potential. And then a shade of a creature that was talking to King Serectus attacked the tower. They managed to escape and make their way towards Riverton. On their way, they fell into an ancient grove where the emerald was taken by some contraption and used to summon an undead creature that was similar to the JJK, main, big bad guy, not Sakuna, but the other guy, the guy that has to be summoned. I don't remember what his name, Mongora or something.
Maharaga,
yeah, kind of like him, but fucking Theolyn dispelled magic, the cool thing that was making him alive, so they got a strange brooch, kind of like Egyptian necklace for a pharaoh, with a green gemstone in the center. They went back to Riverton, slept for the night, met with younger Theolyn, who said, "You're a bitch, my mother hates me now because of you," apologized to her, went and apologized to her, went and spoke to Barnabas. Actually, no, it went Barnabas first, right? No, Barnabas after or first? Barnabas after.
It was, yeah.
Spoke to Barnabas, got the necklace appraised. It was apparently one of Cerelius Ilaria's stones. And Cerelius Ilaria, who's in one of Theolyn's brooches already, came out and said, I could take it if you want. And they said, no, go back in the brooch. And then they gave the stone to Barnabas for safekeeping. They got some magic items. Barnabas said, hey, let's go drinking, because apparently you're fucking engaged now. Also, they talked about how... they also discovered Tydal and him were related by their father. And they spoke to Barnabas, who also mentioned that they had 2 other siblings that were somewhere else a long time ago. They were supposed to catch their mother's boat as she was leaving to the Angelic Aeilands after having sold her house and everything to go to the Angelic Aeilands with the Pope. They did a few other things during the day, and then they went out drinking with Barnabas, which turned into an interplanetary traveling session of teleportation and orgies.
Where nothing happened.
Where eventually Theolyn awoke after having slept in the same bed as his pregnant wife for the night, after having her cook him breakfast. She gave him a few handies, but that's all. And Barnabas and Eotis, Tydal, seemingly go into Orselium for some sort of fun and fighting against ancient dragons in a battlefield. Out of character, not really, but And then awakening, realizing they had left Theolyn, they go and get him and teleport with his wife to the ship, hopefully, which is already on its way. Appearing in the ocean was Barnabas, and the rest of the group appeared on the ship. Barnabas teleported up, and then they spoke with the Pope and went about a months-long journey at the moment. 3 more to go. And that's where we kind of ended the session. Actually, where we ended the session was middle of the night, at the end of the month, due to having slept in close proximity and draining some of his vitality to continuously give a building to the child inside of her, because that's what fire elementals do. They drain the energies and vitality of their partner to create a child, and they mix it with their own in usual unison in that way. But because, well, fire elemental and any of the other primals, they usually do that, and they both put energy in and create a child. But because she was physically impregnated by Theolyn here, she was already growing a child, and that just sped up the process. Instead of having to wait about a year in time, it only was 2 months, so about a sixth of the time. As such, Theolyn, you awaken to a familiar scene to one you saw about a month or 2 ago in the Angelic Aeilands. Your wife is in labor. You could see bits of magma are dropping from her head because that's her sweat, and they're burning into the floor but stopping.
Yeah.
And she is definitely looking like she is about to give birth any hour now. It is the middle of the night. You are completely naked, unarmed. What are you doing?
Do I know, like, the ship's medic or, like, head nurse or whatever?
You know that the ship, because you were training with Theolyn every so often, and he had to get healed. The ship has a lot of divine casters, as well as they brought Dawnstar, Mr. Dawnstar, a famous but doctor from Riverton, along with them.
Perfect.
He seems to be chasing after his daughter.
Oh wait, I don't have that name.
As you're like standing there in the middle of the, because you didn't learn it. You tried to for a bit and then failed, and you're like, I'm gonna wait. But as you're sitting there, the ship rocks heavily, and you can see she almost falls off the bed. You are in a stormy area of the warring sea at the moment. Lightning is striking outside your port window in this beautiful canopy-bedded room. It's a large room. It's your best room, the largest room, the best room you've ever seen.
Yeah, god damn it, why now of all times?
You see your magical lantern of bluish-yellow light is hitting against the walls a bit. It's like you look out the window and there are like 200-foot tall waves the ship is cresting along.
God, okay. I helped that random woman give birth. Do I help my wife? Or do I go get a practiced medical expert?
I don't know. She looks like she can barely move and is like conscious, but she does grab your hand for a second. You get the feeling that she doesn't feel safe with you leaving the room, but you're not a medical professional here. And you recall what happened last time you helped, and you're not a medical professional.
God damn it. Okay. Okay, I grab the sending scroll and I use it.
You're gonna use the sending scroll. Alright.
Yeah.
Roll a D100 for me.
Oh no.
Well, no, this would be an Arcana check because you. I'll say Arcana or Religion check. Your choice.
Religion.
Okay. Make a Religion check.
12. That's not great.
As you look at the spell, you don't understand the dribbling scripts of Barnabas's attempt at religious doctrine here, and you feel the entire boat shake again. You're not going to be able to read this scroll at the moment.
Damn it.
You're holding it and you like shake and it drops and falls into the bed. You try to reach under, but it like rolls across the room. It's going to keep rolling away from you. You get the feeling for the moment.
Let me take a gander at my spells. Okay. You know what? I summoned Bartholomew.
You summon Bartholomew?
Yeah.
Your room is like broken as like he appears in it, just looking around. I need you to make an athletics check if you don't mind. A strength saving throw as you're like getting knocked backwards by both Bartholomew and the heavy waves cresting.
Strength save. Okay. Or yeah, it was strength save. That's okay. 1 to 2 plus. 28. I mean 26.
26. You
Yeah.
manage to catch yourself on Bartholomew, and you watch as your wife falls off the bed. Bartholomew catches her
God
immediately
damn it.
and just holds on to
Okay,
her.
thank God.
And he's like barely, because of his large size, he's managing to squeeze himself into like parts of the corners of the room. And he's holding her there, and he looks to you. In your mind, you hear, "Good Theolyn, what are we going to do? These waves are impressively massive, and I don't. Your wife will fly around. I don't know how long." He wrote goated channel. "I don't know how long I could stay in this little place. What are we doing? Your wife is in trouble."
Put her back on the bed. Go and grab Dawnstar. He's a medic, and I'll describe what he looks like to the person and where he would likely be.
Understood. And he puts her on the bed and puts you there too to like hold on to her. And he breaks through the wall as he goes through the fucking hallway.
Yeah, I don't care what he does. I just need I
By the
need
way,
to help my wife.
beautiful white wood wall. Just this beautiful pearlescent white wooded
God damn it.
wall. It's fancy. It's like almost like my beach house named Marigallo. Okay, it's on the beaches of Sugarothian's ancient land of the dead. Anyways, but yeah, he breaks through this beautiful pearlescent wood. And I'm gonna make a check for him. Natural fucking 20.
Yeah,
Good.
come on, go. He's
Tydal.
working with the saunas.
Tydal, you hear rushing by your room.
What the hell? The hell was that?
As you're completely naked, you push out of the room and look to your left to see Bartholomew go and turn left immediately, crashing into the wall and continuing left. And you know that means Theolyn. Something's wrong with Theolyn.
I'm gonna grab a pair of pants and just like I'm gonna be like trying to get into them as I'm running to Theolyn's room as fast as I can.
Well,
Make an acrobatics check.
my wall is broken. I put on pants and I cover my wife, give her some modesty
Okay.
with the blanket.
15.
15. You're like rushing down, like trying to get one of your pant legs in, and then you just suddenly feel like the floor's gone from you as you look down and one wave dipped heavily and you just slam your head against the ceiling, taking 20 bludgeoning damage as you then fall to the ground and slam on the ground too. Oh, you managed to get your pants on, but like you're buckling them and running.
Exactly. I'm gonna slam my fist on Theolyn's door. Theolyn, everything
You
all right there?
go to the door, and you look at his wall's just broken. You're like, oh.
Oh. Oh.
He pulls. You yelled this, Theolyn. You hear this. You hear, oh, and Tydal like pulls into the wall.
Tydal, my wife, she's going into labor.
Oh, this is not a good time.
I need both of you to make
think I
athletics
don't know
checks, or strength saves.
Straight saves.
You're in my aura. You get a +5.
As the boat lists nearly at a 90-degree upward angle, going up a wave now.
I needed that +5. 17.
17.
22.
So you manage to hold on to your wife and look up as Tydal flies over you, slams into your other wall. Tydal, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
This is starting to piss me off.
I'm sorry, brother.
It's not your fault. I'm gonna go outside and see if I can do anything with the waves.
Oh yeah, go do that.
Unless you need my help here, I do have a plan on trying to deal with the waves.
So you begin
but...
to like get up deck and out of the ship. I'll say you manage to do that in a few minutes. Theolyn,
Yeah.
it's taking a few minutes. I would like you to roll me a medicine check on your wife really quick.
Oh no. 15.
She is not looking good. The roughness of these waves and the rough environment that's happening is causing a bunch of stress, which is not good.
No. In my head, King of Iron, I could really use some help right now. Pyre's going into labor.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah, persuasion.
Then you get double nat 1. The King of Iron's just like, who?
I did that wrong. I accidentally.
You made it fucking cool looking.
Yeah.
27.
27. You suddenly feel your hands inflame and the room sturdies out.
Oh, thank God.
You watch as the ship is still moving strangely, but you feel as if you and Pyre and your room itself has become gyroscopic in nature. It seems to
thank God.
move with
Okay.
the ship, but you guys aren't being thrown by it.
Oh.
Okay.
And you hear,
Pyre,
I can't
your dad's
hold
the
this
fucking best.
long.
I understand, my king. I'm waiting. The doctor should be here soon, hopefully.
Meanwhile,
My noble steed, Bartholomew.
Tydal, as you get up out of the ship, you fly into the skies. As you look down, you can see where Theolyn's room is, and there's just this hand of iron and fire holding on to it as it seems to list with the ship as well.
Over. It looks like my help wasn't even needed after all.
What are you doing?
Seeing how there's a massive hand holding it, so I wouldn't need to...
You can see like the
I was gonna-
flames and iron hand are starting to burst off a bit as the water splashes onto it. It won't last long, and looking at it, you get the feeling only a minute, and you know Pyre is in the middle of labor. That's going to take a few hours.
I'm gonna try and cast telekinesis on the water around the hand to try and lessen the strain.
It's water that's pushing up, so it's going to be hitting, and then more water is going to keep hitting. Telekinesis is lifting things. It's specifically on that shit, so it's not going to really do as much as you're hoping.
You can tidal wave the water away.
I can't try that. All right, I'm gonna fly over to the hand, and I am going to just kind of take my my quarterstaff spell focus, and then just scream out, "Tidal wave!" and try to tidal wave the water away from the ship.
Roll me a D100 with advantage. I'll say, are you using any sorcery points for this?
I wasn't, but I can.
For each sorcery points, you can add a 10 to the total.
Oh, you.
I have 12. Should I just use them all?
You get 100 plus 120. That'd be so funny too.
I'll use all now.
You have advantage, so why the fuck not?
Plus 120.
Yeah! Wait, that's just one instance. Just one
Wait,
instance.
yeah.
Roll another one.
Another one,
But
please.
this, you can't really get in that 100.
Okay, 205.
As you slam your quarterstaff into the waters, you watch, and Theolyn, you watch as this large divine circle of magic appears in the waters. 6 layers of it in the water, below the water, below that one, above 4 layers, all the way to cloud layer. And then you see this just, they all glow with divine energy. And you watch as you, Theolyn, in the room, watches this divine energy pour into the room, nearly blinding you. And you look out, and in the middle of the night, you see a calm sea. Eotis, Tydal, you have just stopped the raging storm around you. Out of character, as you pull out for a second. Those of you on Hestelia see this too. The raging waves as you're fighting in a battle. You look out as you finish the battle and you watch this divine circle just cause the waves to slow. People upon Agaburst watch as the waves, the rapids, they watch the glowing, the people in Marstethith, the people in Cragstone watch as the warring sea, which is a very stormy area, but not that dangerous because, well, it's somewhat dangerous, but it's a fast route to an extent. The last few hundred years have been multiple storms overladen this area. Gone. A quiet sea.
God. They don't call me Tydal Wave for nothing.
Tydal, you're gonna get a title after this game.
Yeah.
Title the title.
As
Breaker of the Tide.
for the first time in hundreds of years, there are no storms anywhere on the warring sea.
Holy shit.
Through your force of
Yo.
will and personality itself. Your sorceric ability has shifted the world for a time being.
Yeah, you just had a Corwin
However,
moment.
you feel exhausted as you fly back to the ship. Out of character, you have 5 points of exhaustion.
Holy fuck.
You had a planetary fucking presence for the moment there. That kind of makes
In your
Yeah,
by the
that
way,
felt
for you,
really-
Tydal, as you shoved this down, you saw the energy pour through, and you just hear voices speaking to you, this angelic language which you speak celestial. There's different
Yep.
things talking to you, people talking to you, and you swear for a second you're in this beautiful white marble room with people in togas staring down at you, making bets and talking about you at the moment, like, wonder what he'll do. And you see standing in the standing amongst them, like shaking them, like, you see that shit? That's what we mortals can fucking do. You could see a very obvious representation of Bill the Bolt
Oh shit.
before your mind clouds and you come back to floating above the ocean, flying back towards the ship.
Yeah, that was some dope ass fucking Yoda. You the goddamn man.
Out of character, you have ascended. You have awoken as a celestial, mind you.
Let's
So
go.
I'll tell you what that means later.
All right. So as I get back to the ship, just exhausted, I'm trying to make it back to Theolyn's room, but it seems hard because I'm so groggy, so
Because you're so
exhausted from
hard.
the spell. Yeah, and because I'm so hard, I'm like bumping into
Yeah.
doorways and shit, even though I'm like nowhere near them.
You just looked at Pyre giving birth. You're like, oh man, those feet.
Them feet.
Those spicy feet.
Anyway,
As I like fall over exhausted.
as you fall over exhausted, getting back to the room, you can see at this point Bartholomew is standing guard, but allows you through. As you look in, and you are you worried about Theolyn, but you can see Dawnstar has appeared, and he is aiding her in her time of need. And you can see Theolyn is there too. Theolyn, are you helping Dawnstar in any way, or are you? What are you doing?
I will give him help if he requests it,
Alright.
and I will also give him the anti-burn cream.
Thankfully, he needs it. As eventually, after a few hours, give me a second here, with advantage for her. Okay, you can see Pyre is getting very weak in this state, but she is still holding on. And eventually, as dawn begins to christen, as you stand within the room, I would like you to roll me a D100, Basilius, with advantage.
Okay.
Ooh,
I've got like
69.
My
69. All right.
Nice.
The holy number.
Even better than my number.
Eventually, you begin to hear the sounds of crying. A child from the room. And as you look over, you can see Dawnstar holding this creature. Similar to Pyre, but with gilded flames across its body as well. And seemingly these... I believe you have blue eyes, right?
I do.
Bright blue flaming eyes. As he holds it, hands it to Pyre, and you look towards the creature as she hands it, well, she holds it, and you look over her.
Oh, I was wrong. I have hazel-colored eyes.
Hazel eyes, then, yeah, this hazel flame. Dawnstar asks, so, I'll give you a moment, but think of a name, as he begins to walk out of the room.
Thank you, Dawnstar.
Tydal immediately falls unconscious.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing even keeping me unconscious up to that point was making sure that everything was going all right.
Tydal is sleeping in the corner of the room, just Bartholomew, like, next to him, just making sure he's fine.
I'll invite the King and Iron to make like an eye if he wants to see his grandchild.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have that much will over this realm, so he can't really do that.
No.
He used a lot of it just
I'll
to
send
keep
it.
the room stable for as long as he did.
You need to
Yeah.
visit him. You need to show him his grandson.
I gotta visit him and show him the grandson.
So, what should we name him?
Shit, I thought we would have a couple more months to decide, but
When you brought me along, you should have known.
you know, to be honest, it kind of slipped my mind. I was just happy that you were around.
Same with me. But we do have to name him, dear. You can see that she's gotten a little bit more confident in the last month or so as she's hung around you, seeing the world that she has never seen before of Turam.
Yeah.
Out of character, her wisdom has increased, just so you're aware. And somewhat.
Hell yeah. I don't know, this seems a little silly. I kind of like the name Flint.
Dear, be serious,
Yeah.
please. Please be serious, dear. It is a bit of a silly name. How about Rylis?
Yeah, it's hard.
Keegan.
Rylis?
Hearth. Ooh. Fier.
Fier? Like fire?
Like Theyeryre. Fier.
You have a flair for the theatrics.
Tydal wakes up for a second to say that before going unconscious again. Ooh,
I will kick him in the balls later.
Flair.
I like Flair.
I like Flair too. She holds it and goes, well, Flair, welcome home. This is your father, and she hands you Flair.
Oops.
Oh god. I hold my son.
As you hold your son, you feel pride inside you well up. Before, eventually, we cut to a golden sunset, and we move. As the ship continues its journey towards Hystelia, it'll get there within the next few days. We move to two individuals walking across the ash-ridden shore as they search for power and family. Riding atop a large walking along the shore, watching the calm waves for the moment begin to start to rise for a second, but not becoming stormy again. Gesh, describe your character, please, as you start skipping stones on this serene beach at the moment.
You see this fairly small half elf man with blonde hair, blue eyes, and very light skin. He wears a purple jacket with brown pants and light blue shoes. As he on his side has a half black, half white mask.
Alright. As you're walking along the shore, go ahead and roleplay or tell us what your character is doing as you're walking along your friend.
Walking along your friend?
Walking alongside your
What?
friend. As you're skipping stones, if there's any roleplay the two of you would like to make. And then we'll describe your character afterwards. B. As you look up towards your ally, what do you say to him as you see this scenic view?
Man,
What?
Ryan, I haven't really been to the beach much. I regret that now. What about you? Have you
As
ever
we-
been to the beach?
As you ask this to your friend upwards, we see riding atop his noble steed. If you'd like to describe yourself and your noble steed before answering the question, Orion.
So let's start with my glorious noble steed, a huge-sized boar wearing heavy plate armor. There's not a whole lot fancy about this boar. His tusks are nice and large. He's clearly been taken care of quite well. And his fur is mostly black with some brown up near the face, where it also thins out. Atop of this boar is a tall, almost 8-foot half orc with surprisingly prominent tusks for, well, a half orc rather than a full orc. He has a slightly upturned nose, and he himself is also wearing plate mail, as he doesn't often travel without it.
Does he have pig-based features like we talked about?
Yes, he does have slightly pig-based
And a
features.
bit of
They
fur
aren't
across
as
his body,
prominent.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Continue,
does.
sorry.
Yeah, they're not. It's not quite as prominent. The fur isn't quite as long as it would be with a full-blooded orc, but they are still there enough that one could certainly figure it out. That he is a more of a Highland half orc. Upon his back, he has a custom-made holster or custom-made, I suppose, sheath of sorts for his lance, as he prefers to carry it around rather than just leave it left behind somewhere. He has somewhat. He has whiter skin. And his hair is black and flowing. Seems that he does not cut his hair short. That's all I got for description.
How do you respond to your friend?
Well, the pain to wash out, I'll tell you that. The sound is, I mean, you gotta be careful with that.
Really? I didn't know that. Thanks for the warning.
Well, it's partially because you ain't got fur all over your body, just your head. For a waters here, it takes forever to clean out of his fur.
As you guys pass by a a river of magma that runs to the sea itself and pours down into this large ravine, where you can see the water itself does not pour into. You can see the water itself rushes through the channel as you are on the, I'd say, the southeastern edge of Hystelia. There is a small channel that runs a few miles till you could see, when you can at this point see the edge of Kentu, the other island near the Demon Continent that has a bunch of the ash poured towards it from Hystelia specifically, because it is not a volcanic island. But you could see the other shore, and you could see arriving at a small town just up ahead where you were heading to sell off some meats and whatnot of the creatures you've hunted here. You could see arriving as a large, pristine, white, pearlescent boat. Haughty and very posh in look, but it does have a golden Shugarothian face on the front of it, a large golden serpent. And you could see the designs of the Shugarothian faith on the large sails that are Angelic Aeiland in design. And you both know that the individuals you both seek, though separately, both have traveled to the Angelic Aeilands in the past and have mentioned it. I'll say you both know of this, and that's why you both have traveled together.
Well, not often you get a ship from the Angelic Aeilands, now is it?
Especially not in fucking Hystelia.
Yeah, I know that's right.
That is very
Quite
interesting.
odd.
What did you say?
Quite odd.
Yeah, it's a very interesting chain of events.
Oh, I thought you
While
said
ago,
warthog, not odd. I was like, why is he saying warthog?
Yeah, I can't understand you at all.
He said quite odd. No, yeah, that accent. That's
Well-
why I was like, fuck that accent, bro.
Yeah, please don't use that accent. I have that extra hard.
Goblin.
Up to you, Oker. I don't know. Go ahead, Yonis.
Will I get the feat that last time we were discussing? I was trying to get
What
the
feat?
telekinetic one.
You rolled for it, right?
Yeah.
Did I say you get it or no?
You said I could try to get it throughout the next.
Yeah, it hasn't been a
upcoming
month
months.
yet. It hasn't been a month yet.
Okay.
It's only been one
Got it,
month.
got
yet.
it.
Anyways, as you guys make your way towards the small city of, let's call it magma pool because there's a small magma lake next to it as well as a large ocean. We'll call it Flint, Michigan. You make your way to magma pool. And as you begin to make your way, you can see individuals boarding off the deck of the ship. Theolyn, it's been a few days since your wife gave birth. What has your character been doing during those days?
Taking care of his post-birth wife, showing the baby to his mom and past Theolyn if he wants to see his nephew, I'm gonna call it. And just spend like invite them to see the baby if they want to, but not force them.
Okay. They will.
And I'll also show my stepdad if he wants to see as well.
Kind of can't show him.
That's fair. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's
No.
in another
No.
realm
No.
of existence. Yeah. Unless you want.
Oh wait, no. I meant the
Oh.
Pope. I meant the Pope.
Oh yeah. He'll look and go, interesting. A fire primal. More similar to Genasi though, because it takes after its mother quite a bit. I can see your eyes, but it doesn't really hold much of your DNA, does it? Strange.
That's still my son.
Gross seed is
Wow!
DNA.
Wow! Make me a just roll a charisma check for me.
What did he say?
He said, "At least it's still my son."
Damn.
Damn.
Wait, I don't understand. Why is this a damn moment?
Because remember, he's your stepfather, and it's Caldwell, your last name, right?
Yeah, Caldwell. My total was 24.
24. You see him immediately go into a thing of he immediately just closes himself off and leaves the room.
Wait, no. Come back.
Does he look? How offended does he look?
Very. If you'd like to put flair in this channel, Theolyn. Give me a second.
Oh, did you like the art I posted?
Yeah, I did. That was a good one.
He may be your son, but your seed is weak.
Even though
What?
even though you pumped her full of your
No,
DNA.
I need to go apologize.
So-
to apologize to him.
As you begin to rush out, you chase him after he begins to leave the ship and go to check on some Well, he gets up to the deck and you chase him. And he goes, "Theolyn, I really don't want to speak to you right now. I understand you made a sly remark on accident, but you hurt my feelings, child. Anyways,
Look,
I don't want to hear it. I am going to go check on other things. Theolyn," and you see past Theolyn comes up. "Come with me," and they walk off the ship as they go to check
God
some
damn it.
supplies. You hurt his feelings, man.
I didn't know
I
how.
wish
I was just trying to be casual. There was no beef.
Ah,
There was no
yes.
beef.
The casual mention of at least it's my child.
Well,
No,
I really
what
wish
does-
I would
no.
have learned last session.
It was meant to say that I don't care if he doesn't look like me. He's still my kid. It
Yeah.
was just meant to be a heartwarming thing.
But it kind of wasn't, because of how you said it.
It was.
Oh,
It was
Because
just
the word is so
casual.
much better.
Anyways,
That
It
came
was.
off so
It was super
insulting.
casual. It was super
Tydal,
casual.
what have you been doing for the
That's
past
what
few
makes
days?
it burn so much. Get it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You lose a DM's inspiration.
Oh.
Well, I'll say you gain 2 because of the naming flair and technicality. Yeah, you're like his uncle now.
living up to our father. Naming him off a pun.
Tydal. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah. I'm
Tydal.
becoming more like my father every day.
Tydal, what have you been doing the last few
Yeah.
days? Probably sleeping off your
I was-
exhaustion, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
5 points of exhaustion. Yeah, sleeping it off, getting some rest.
Anything else during the days?
If I ever have energy, I would say I was gonna help try and rebuild the hole in the ship.
Sure. You're gonna need some supplies, and that's why you're at Hystelia, too. Can you send me Celestial Will, really quickly? No. Yeah, Celestial Will. Yeah, please. And then I can send that to Eotis. You have felt that your body is better. As you, seem to, you have a stronger mindset at the moment. You have a stronger body, it feels. Do you also have Celestial Body, Dum Dum?
I only have celestial will.
All right. I'll send celestial body to
You
you.
get.
Uh,
Yeah, you sent it to Corwin. I remember.
and I have Corwin's celestial body. I know that for a fucking fact. No, I don't want to start a voice call with him. Let's see. Jump there. Should be here somewhere. Fuck, where is it? Oh, I'll have this for you, and I know it is celestial. It's celestial soul, I believe it is specifically. You also have this.
Let's go. Oh wow.
And then I think I'll give it to Big Shot, what he had as a character. Let's see, where's
Oh
he?
wow.
Getting all the celestial shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
There's one for
Yoda's.
Niotis.
Where is it?
This motherfucker more celestial than Niotis, and Niotis is a god.
Yeah. Literally.
Give me a second. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know where it is, so I will not give it to you. That's what you get. Anyways, so as you sit there, you get this strange feeling that you are a bit stronger. And as you begin to help, you eventually go up top after hearing an argument between Theolyn and the Pope. And you see Theolyn standing there, a bit distraught about doing something. You can tell it was something accidental. Most likely because you know Theolyn at this point.
Yeah. As I'm walking over to him, I'm saying, Theolyn? Oh, Theolyn? Is everything alright?
The Pope. I said something I meant to be endearing, and the Pope was gravely offended by it.
Well, what did you say? It couldn't have been that bad.
He said something about the child not looking like me, and I said, well, I don't care, he's still my son. And I guess that came off as snide.
You said what?
I don't care that he doesn't look like me, he's still my son.
Those are not the words you use.
Oh, well, if it was just that, then I'm sure the Pope will forgive you in time. That didn't sound insulting at all.
Is that sarcastic, brother?
What are you talking about? I would never use sarcasm for something this serious.
Okay, thank you.
I assume...
Look,
Sorry, go ahead, continue.
you've been sleeping for the past couple of days. This is Flair.
Yeah, it was very tiring. I wasn't expecting my spell to go off on that magnitude.
Yotis, it's like he
Ow.
holds Flair in front of you. Flair looks at you. And it like reaches out to touch you. Yotis, as it touches you, like as you hold out your hand to touch them, you take 10 points of fire damage. Seems like he can't control his flames at the moment, but because he has Yotis's blood, not Yotis, Theolyn, because he has Theolyn's blood,
I said no, the fuck you ain't.
because he has Theolyn's blood, Theolyn, you are unaffected by it.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you know what they say. I'll go in the kitchen if you're not ready to get burned. I should have seen that coming.
My apologies, I didn't realize.
No, you're fine. I should have seen it coming. He does have a body made of fire, after all.
Yeah.
At this point, one of the individuals, Barnabas, comes up and goes, "Well, interesting developments. Theolyn, Tydal,
Hey, Barnabas.
should we go see Magmapool? The city, I've been told, has quite a few great bars and places of interest. If you'd like to go." Tydal, you hear in your mind as he subtle casts sending. They also have a good few brothels if you would like to go.
You know, Barnabas, it might be proper for us to, go around the town, see the sights, and Yeah, I think that sounds swell as I like wink at him.
Well then, let's go, you two, and leave Flair here. I think Pyre should have a few days with her. You've been really hogging him, Theolyn. I know you're
What?
proud, but let Pyre have some time with her child. Jeesh. And so you see Pyre comes up and like takes Flair from you. Dear, you have been hogging him a little bit.
I gave. Okay, I'm sorry, dear. I'll go buy something in Estelia. Do you want anything? I'm going to what was it, Magma City?
Magma pool.
Magma Pool.
Anyways, just get something nice for me and Flair here. That's all. Thank you. Alright.
Okay.
Well, have fun. And she, like, floats over to you and kisses you on the cheek before going, like, embarrassingly moves away.
I blush heavily, and I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go.
As you guys move off, begin to walk through the streets. At this point, Orion and Joseph, I believe it is, you see going off the ship, three individuals. An Ozimir, by obvious looks. A man of human nature, but with pale skin and blonde hair. And someone you've both seen before at least once in your lives. Barnabas, who seems to be walking with them. But that may be the first thing that catches your notice. The first thing that catches your notice, because of your high probably passive perception, right, Gesh?
Yes.
What is it, by the way?
20.
You notice
Mine's
that
higher.
Really?
Yeah,
I have 25.
What's your orc's passive? What's your boar's passive perception?
6.
Okay. Both of you also immediately both notice that this human man. Well, you would notice this, Okran. He looks very powerful. Like the way he walks makes him look like an oaf. But the arms he carries and the way he just seems to be like looking and investigating around him, even though he's walking and talking with people, makes you feel that he's investigating the area around him, and he is a trained warrior. But you notice this because you don't really look at the person, really. You look at what they're doing. Joseph, this man looks incredibly like you. Like, almost extremely similar if he was a half-elf. In fact, you start to look at him and you thought it was just a reflection for a second of yourself, but you're like, no, that's not me. What the fuck? I'm not wearing armor.
Orion?
Also,
Is it just me? Or does this man look eerily similar to me?
I'm going to look between the two, judging the differences.
There's quite a few differences, but looking at their face shape, it's quite similar. Looking at their facial hair, quite similar. Looking at their hair color, it's almost identical. The way their postures are kind of identical too. And you could hear his voice speaking out, and it has a somewhat similar tone to it. They have very similar looks.
Yeah, I can see it. Actually, quite a bit. It's kind of creepy.
I know. Do you think he might also be? He might be like my half brother or something.
Not
Maybe.
everyone that looks like you, Gesh, is your half brother, motherfucker.
Nah, that's his trope. He's always
Like,
asking people.
he's
You
out.
want
Oh, that's
that?
his trope. That's his trope. That's his trope. Okay, never mind. Sorry, my bad.
It's like he's like searching for his father. All he knows about his father is that he had quite a few children.
All he knows is that they have probably have blonde hair. Every blonde Gesh ever come into contact.
Yeah.
with.
Anyways.
His ass.
As you guys begin to like talk about this, they are moving through the streets here. The small like volcanic stoned streets with a few cars passing by. They seem to be stopping at a few stores, but they're getting a bit of distance away from you. Like they're stopping at a few stalls specifically and looking at gemstones, jewelry, and different pieces. Your passive perception picks up. Your passive perception picks up. So, Theolyn, how was your days after? Well, you pick up some of their conversation. They're talking about a child recently, and what they're gonna do when they get to the Angelic Aeilands, how they're gonna make the Pope less mad.
Barnabas didn't even question me, just like calming the entire Warring Isles.
Probably not. He roaring seas. But
Boring.
anyways,
Sorry.
they seem to be talking about some grand stuff as they're walking by you and towards small stalls and past you. There's a few people walking past you, mostly tieflings on this area. You're starting to lose track of them. You can either follow them or leave them to their business.
I'm gonna follow them and gesture to Joseph, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna gesture to him to follow me.
Okay.
And
We can't hear you, Okran.
sorry, that was my dad talking to me.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
As you begin to follow them, are you doing so discreetly? Or no?
How discreet can
I
one
am
be in a
riding a
giant boar?
huge
Yeah.
sword.
That's why
and
I'm asking.
Both of us are wearing heavy plates.
That's why I'm asking. Wait, he's wearing heavy plate?
Yeah,
I am wearing full plate armor.
Oh, yeah.
So is my boar.
you know, it'd be really funny if you were like Looney Tune cartooning shit, where you like, and then hide behind a pole and you're perfectly.
All we hear behind us is clink, 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 clink.
Theolyn,
clink.
what's
We
your
look
passive
behind us, there's
perception?
nothing.
Mine, give me a second. Let me get my character.
Need to be
17.
17? As you're walking through looking for... What are you looking for your wife?
Not gonna get her flowers. That seems a bit basic.
There's
You should get her a brooch, brother. I hear
What?
women love brooches.
Brooches,
Or all women wear brooches. I can't remember.
Tydal, you sound a little bit too much like our father.
I like shudder. Ugh, never mind.
I have to get her something that means something. Though
I
she does have a
believe-
beautiful flower.
You have yet to find a ring, correct?
That is true. Off to find a ring.
Well, maybe not a ring from here specifically, but maybe you can piecemeal together a ring. Like, find gemstones that you want to put on it. Find a perfect smith that might be able to graft the metal that you have into it.
Oh yeah.
Get an inscriber for jewelry. Maybe that could be what you're searching for along the way. Maybe get her a little necklace or something to keep her busy and not know about your exploration.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll find a beautiful gem, get something inscribed on it, and then when we get to the Angelic Aeilands, I'll get someone to make a ring out of it. But in the meantime, I'll get a necklace with a fireproof picture in it of the three of us. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
That sounds like
You
a
would
very good
need
idea.
to have someone have the three of you together get a picture. We can do that before we head off tomorrow.
I can find a mage. I can give them an image in my
Yes,
mind, and they might
you
be
can
able to
find a
copy it down.
mage.
It's all
Would you do a part of this?
We don't know a mage.
I don't know. Do I know picturesque spell? Yes, I do.
I'll pay you.
No need. You're like a
Listen,
son
Caramel
to
Pop,
me.
look.
And he slaps you on the back. Anyways, find what you wish for and head back to the ship. Well, we could keep exploring the town, actually. There's a nice casino over there, actually, if you'd like to go there.
Look, if you want to do all this casinoing, I don't mind. I'm not much of a gambler, though.
What,
Unless it's
what
for
do
trading
What do
cards.
you want to look for, specifically?
Me? Well,
I heard they have some
I mean-
great. I heard they have some great steeds here in the stables, as well as they do
Oh.
sell. They do sell water-based ferries to Kentu. Additionally, I hear they have a slave trade here, but who doesn't?
I'm not interested in that, and no seed can compare to my beautiful Bartholomew. I whistle for him to come. I whistle for him.
As you two are following behind, like getting glimpses of their conversation, you're like looking at each other like, what the fuck are they talking? And suddenly you just hear a whistle, and this yoked fucking mountain ram, like 15 feet tall, appears with these curling horns, and its front two hooves are just taken off by these hands underneath it, as it seems to just...
That's a good Bartholomew. My noble steed.
Oh,
Huh?
It's at this point, Bartholomew turns around and you stare at these individuals approaching the two of you a little bit. A man riding a large boar, well, an orc riding a large boar, a huge boar, sorry, and a relatively unseeming half-elf. But Theolyn, you immediately find purchase on his facial structure is similar to yours and Tydal's.
Oh no.
What did?
Tydal, you look over and see the same exact thing.
Oh
What are-
no!
What are the chances?
How many did he have?
Barnabas.
He looks over. Oh. I'll let you all sort this out. Unless Tydal, you want to come
He's-
with me, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to find a brothel.
Barnabas, please tell me he's not one of yours.
No, I wouldn't have such an ungodly creature like that as my child.
No.
Does he mean me or the orc?
Roll an insight check.
Did I hear this?
Yeah.
I would ask him, do you mean me or the orc?
Oh, I was talking about the boar, but
24.
no,
25.
no, he's not one of mine. Anyways, Theolyn, it seems like they wish to speak with you. Tydal, if you wish to speak with them as well, feel free. But I'm going to a brothel right now. I will see you all later.
Yes. All right.
Bye,
We'll
Barnabas.
contact you later.
Tydal, you hear in your mind, find some way to sneak off. I'll save you. Orc, elf, tiefling. Which one?
Keep that elf pussy fresh for me.
Elf? Understood.
Oh my god.
Your bro is with Barnabas.
Hey, Eiffel Tower, elves, and orcs. Anyways. As these two approach your party of two, in the middle of the street, these bustling streets listen, they were bustling streets, the middle of the street, okay? These two large riders of very big and beautiful beasts, okay? Both in their own right. They approached each other with their friends on the side, a sorcerer and a monk, okay? Listen. They have business to attend to and speak with each other about, as they're in the middle of this beautiful city of Magmapool.
It might even call it the most beautiful city.
The high winds are blowing a bit of ash in your faces, and you can see a few people are putting their cloaks on their face, and it seems those of you that have lived here on Hycelia or traveled it for a bit of time would know that the ash storms are like dust storms to an extent in deserts. They're not fucking like sandstorms to a point where it destroys shit. Only in like the very deadly parts. Here on the edge, it's like dust is displaced and put into the air. It'll last a few minutes to an hour or so, but you need to get inside, and you eventually push yourselves inside, leaving the boar and the fucking ram outside, covered at least. Once you push yourself into a small bar, you can see it kind of looks like a cantina from Star Wars, but it has lots of volcanic stone and blackened stone instead, and the interior has glowing red veins of like magmic glass as well. And you could hear music being played, kind of shit like that. Like hurdy-gurdies and shit are being played too.
I expected a different kind of music to be played.
What kind of music did you expect, Kesh?
The cantina music?
No, it's kind of sailing because of the city you're in. So there's a lot of hurdy-gurdy and stuff like that.
Hurdy-gurdy.
But you find yourself a small booth and sit down upon the leather seats as you have something to discuss.
You look familiar. Have I threatened you before?
You seem so familiar as well.
Let's not to beat around the bush. You look pretty similar to me,
Yeah.
but you're an elf.
Yeah.
The only yeah.
I'm gonna take a guess here and say we might know your father.
Wait,
Oh.
really?
Could be. It's both of our fathers.
Yes.
Possibly, anyways. You look too
Wait,
similar to me for this not to make
ability.
sense.
We're all of us looking for our fathers.
Well, I don't
Are
care
they
about
not
who
part
my
of our
father is.
lives? Also, they aren't part of our lives, I should specify.
If you two are, that's fine. Tydal, I don't believe is, and I'm not, but Tydal?
No, I don't care where the bastard is now.
Wait, so all four of us had deadbeat fathers?
That's what it sounds like.
That's a funny coincidence.
It's a funny coincidence.
I do know he was at least mostly human because my mom was an orc.
Yes, same here. My mother was a half elf, was an elf.
Well, now we have a good guess on who your father is. Elf, half elf. I don't know your name.
My name is Joseph.
And what about
Oh.
you, Mr. Orc?
Orion.
Orion and
I'll
Joseph.
say I'll say, who here has an intelligence of 14 or higher? That's not the orc.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, my intelligence is 22 after the fruit tree.
Tydal, do you?
No, I've got an intelligence of 12.
Theolyn, you have researched the many different races because you did have an orc companion in Riverton, though he was kind of ousted after a while. In fact, he was one of the teachers who taught you a bit about the religion itself.
Yeah.
The orcs, especially the pig-faced ones, are very much located mostly in Orcelium, which is the land of the orcs. And the pig-faced orcs are like a prominent amount of the orcs. There are the elven-based looking orcs, but they are mostly travelers around the world. They stay within the southern reaches of Orcelium, but they do travel out a lot more. The land of the orcs, Orcelium, is at war. It's war-torn between itself, between many different clans of both pig-faced orcs, elven orcs, and then a mixture of those kind of tribes, trying to take over and take over other tribes and become the biggest tribe there is. However, there are those that live in the higher altitudes known as Highland orcs and other types of subcategory orcs to the actual two main races of orcs. So, for example, Highland orcs are the pig-faced orcs, but they have fur upon their body. And I'll say your passive perception is able to just barely pick up that this creature is probably a Highland orc.
A Highland orc.
Or Highland half-orc,
Big.
it looks like, specifically. Because they're not as tall.
Yeah, not as tall, little humanish features. A Highland half orc, interesting. And you said your mother is an orc, so your father. Well,
Most likely wasn't, yes.
yes, it would be strange if it was the other way around with your mother in your life, however. Okay. Joseph, this is a little new to me. I've recently discovered, not even to me a couple days ago, that Tydal was my half-brother, and now I've discovered I have another one. And I have, I guess you could call a younger brother as well. So my family has grown pretty exponentially in a short amount of time.
Damn.
I'm not sure if you'd be willing, but this is a, I guess, opportunity to introduce you to everyone. If you wish, I'd have to ask the captain of the ship, but if you and your traveling companion, I assume you two are friends, wish to join, I could ask my...
No, they're lovers. They have hot, steamy, gay orc
yeah.
sex.
Yeah, friends, maybe lovers. I won't judge, Joseph. I'm pretty open.
They let the boar join in every 3 times.
Yeah.
Now we're judging.
Uh,
You don't let the board
It's-
join in every time? Disappointing.
you guys can. I'll ask the ship captain, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fine if you two would like to join us. You two are looking for your fathers, Joseph, our father. I personally don't care, but I'm currently traveling the world, as it were, so I might have a big chance of finding him. So, if you want to, I don't mind. Tydal, do you?
No, I wouldn't mind at all. What's this? Like I put my hand to my head as if someone's speaking to me in a messaging or a sending spell. Barnabas,
Tydal.
you need my aid? All right, I'm coming.
Tydal, I need your aid. After all, the elf is asking for you. Don't judge who I took, by the way, please.
You took an orc.
I'm coming, Barnabas. All right.
He
You-
took
you-
a
you keep-
slime.
You keep speaking with them, Theolyn. Barnabas needs my assistance. Don't worry, he might need it.
Okay. Um,
Make an
Really
insight
help.
check. Make an insight check, all of you.
I really hope we all get that one.
All nat 20s, just all nat 20s.
Everyone's like, elf,
Grab
elf,
proficiency.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
the
yeah.
net. I literally
Yeah.
got that one.
Guess did get the nat one. You're starting off strong. I got a 4 as well.
Fuck's sake, man.
We both got 11, Gesh. Look at that.
Oh
we got
my
a triple 11.
All of you believe him. Gesh, Barnabas needs help? Oh my gosh, you could get so many magic items, you start to stand up as well.
Yeah,
Trust me, trust me.
Barnabas needs help.
It's a one-man job. Don't worry, I got this. As I start trying to rush out of the tavern.
Make a
Don't
persuasion
worry,
check,
Joseph, no
Iotis.
Chiron, post synchronicity. We all got an 11.
Yeah.
It was actually perfect. Everyone got an 11.
Despite our bonuses being so wildly different.
I got a 17.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Gesh.
Oh, God. 14.
It's only a one-person job. Okay, you got this.
Okay, yeah.
I say with disadvantage actually, because you did roll nat 1. So roll again.
I swear if it's another one. 13.
Yeah, no, it's fine. He's got this.
He's got this.
Okay, I trust you.
Don't. We only just
Barnabas
met, but I
asked him
appreciate it.
specifically to come.
Tidal,
Literally.
in case you need any items, I hand him 500 gold.
Perfect.
You hand him
perfect.
3 condoms.
And if you
I
need
get-
my help, I will be there.
Don't worry. If I need help, I won't need help. As I start rushing off with a bag of cold in hand.
Don't worry about him, Joseph and Orion. He calmed the warring seas.
But I knew that my father had let off children, but the fact that I met 2 of them at once here.
Yeah, now you just need a third.
Yeah, that's such a weird coincidence.
Yeah, if only there was a third.
Yeah, if only.
Well, I will ask. Orion, do you wish to come? I know you're looking for your father, but you were a companion of Joseph, so I don't want to impose myself on you. But if you
Oh,
want to,
please.
you're welcome.
It will be really funny.
Hmm?
Now, while I am joining you, I'm just saying this would be funny. Imagine if we found out my father was the same as y'all's, and y'all just didn't think about it because I'm a half-orc. That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
What a preposterous no.
That's a big if, but it'd be
It's a
funny.
big if.
You hear
But
somebody
that
else in
would
the
be-
bar who's been listening to your conversation. As if. And he just keeps going drinking.
I promise
Maid,
you.
I'll buy that man a drink.
Anyways,
The tiefling comes by and
I'm
grabs him a
be
drink.
willing to go with you.
Spend 1 gold.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'll remove 1 gold.
Go for it,
I
Ariel.
have to buy. Yeah, I have to buy a gift for my wife. But after that, and after Iotis and Barnabas do their thing, as soon as the ships were prepared, we're gonna make way to the Angelic Aeilands. I got some pretty hefty business there with the Liches Union. You are both more than welcome to come. Alternatively, you might just want to take the boat. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm more curious about you.
Hmm?
I mean, you came here on that fancy ship.
Yeah, that's the port naval of the Shugarothian Church. Pope, God, what was his name?
Wilbert.
NPC. It's Pope Wilbert is on that ship, so it's a very sea capable vessel.
The Pope himself. Damn. How do you
Yeah.
know him?
He's my stepdad.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now we're more curious. So I'm probably going to ask you a million questions. I may not be smart, but I've been around the block a few times.
I got a couple wild stories to tell.
Please tell them.
Okay.
We'll have plenty of time.
What'd you roll
My
to
other
by the way?
stepfather is the King of Iron.
Sorry. Tydal, what did you roll, by the way? You didn't send me your actual roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. 19.
19, thank you.
The king of.
Yeah, my wife is his daughter. That's pretty
Oh,
wild,
oh.
I suppose.
Why, if you ever hurt that woman, you're just gonna die instantly.
Oh yeah, probably. He's my patron.
Hold on, you guys, make me history check both of you, because the King in Iron isn't really very well known.
Well, you just said king, so
Yeah,
kind
king.
of assuming it's impressive, if nothing else.
8.
Can't you get an 8? Wasn't this insight?
Yes, you rolled a higher on the D20 than Cullen did on a D100. Oh my god,
You both,
come on, guys.
yo, we really are brothers.
You really my,
Impressive king, a king of some sort. Yeah, king.
King, you married the daughter of Theon. You're lucky.
I guess so. I really am though. Oh, I guess this is another person I get to break the news to. You have a nephew.
Huh?
I have a son. His name is Flair. It's just a couple days old. If you want to meet him, that's okay. He's
All right now, I think you're going to break him.
well, I travel. I am the squire of Sir Ryan Farrow.
Stop. Just stop.
My character know
You guys don't know
Ryan
who Ryan Farrow is, no.
Don't know who that is, but just stop.
You wanted to hear
you're
wild
break-
tales.
you're
I was
breaking
giving you
my
some
pile
wild
here.
tales.
Yes, you're
Just-
breaking my power here. You need to just slow a bit down a bit.
What's a more tame story? I once shot a master vampire by kicking her in the pussy. She chopped off both my arms, or one of them, and then made the other one immobile, and I divine smited her with a kick right to the clam. Split her in half.
Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty impressive.
Thank you, Orion.
Make an insight check, Orion.
Well, my character's just completely broken at this point.
Orion.
23.
You know this kind of guy's, you know this man. You've been talking for him a while, you could read him. He's not lying, and that is impressive. He doesn't seem to lie a lot, based on what he's been saying.
Some wild tales. If I hadn't been around the block a few times, I would have thought you was lying.
Tell a lie. I could never.
I will be honest with you, Theolyn. Seeing how much you've accomplished in your life, I feel like I've just thrown my life away until this point.
Joseph, don't feel like that. I've made so many more mistakes than you could ever realize.
And
With
those
every-
mistakes led you to having a father-in-law that's a king, stepfather who's a pope, a wife who's a princess.
What? Well, the Pope stepfather really wasn't any of my doing.
With a kick to the pussy.
That was quite the adventure, yeah.
I don't know
Fucking
about this Ryan Farrow guy, but he's a squire of some sort as well. I dare say you've accomplished more than the rest of us have.
Bill. Well, it's I guess I have some. Well, I don't know how old either of you are. I'm not sure the lifespan of an orc. Not really. I know the full-blooded ones can live up to 300 years. I've never really met any half-orcs.
Oh, I'm only about 53 at this point, I think.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you're young for an
53.
orc. That's. Or I guess old. Don't you mature a little earlier than us humans? I'm not sure.
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
And I am 26.
He would be about 30 in human years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because 50 out of 150 is about 30. It's about a third.
Yeah.
Humans live up till about 80, at 80, 90, so it's about 30.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's not to compare yourselves to someone else. Um, I don't know where I'm going with this. It feels arrogant to call myself powerful, but Joseph, I don't know when you started on your adventure, but you you'll have your chance, and if you want to travel with me, I tend to get into a lot of shit. So
Speaking of
you could
which,
build your tale from there.
I need Eotis to roll me a D100 for the group.
I'm always down for a good fight.
Must be
Maybe I
lucky.
could accomplish something with somebody who's done as much as you.
I got a 92.
92.
Oh, fuck.
That's not good.
As you say
That's
that,
terrible.
Theolyn, you're like, usually when someone says that, something bad happens, and you hear a heavy landing sound, and the sound of combat begin outside.
Shit! I
think you
rush
know
out my shit
boy.
there.
Right.
As he pulls out his lance and heads out.
Alright.
I rush out. Bartholomew, to
As you
me!
begin to rush out, you hear, "Wait, pay your tab!" As the tiefling starts to try and chase after you.
I toss him 50 gold.
They take it, and they're like, the female goes, "Oh, okay," and she runs back in.
Keep the tip, I don't care.
Need my tip too.
She was about to say something similar. She goes, "Well, if you'd give it here."
I have a wife, I'm sorry.
Oh, she doesn't need to know. Anyway,
You see what I'm talking about? You've got all the
Bartholomew,
ladies
to
after you
me!
already as we're running out.
as you guys rush out, Bartholomew and your boar are not coming to you because you see they're in the middle of sizing up against this dragon that's landed. This
Oh no.
60-foot tall dragon made of brimstone with veins of dripping magma in its body as it stares around and it's staring at them. I would like both Bartholomew and the boar to make me intimidation checks with advantage, please.
I don't know Bartholomew's stuff.
This is bad.
Dragon gets to roll as well.
Intimidation. Intimidation is not great for a bowler. They have no
Oh, we have
proficiency
to plus
whatsoever.
90 to it.
Is Bartholomew based on the giant goat?
I would say sure. I don't know.
I don't
giant
actually
goat
have a
is.
stat page for it.
Oh, I thought I made it. Did I not make it for you? Oh, that's my bad. My bad. My bad.
If you did make it, it wasn't sent to me.
That's my bad.
So
Yeah,
it might be.
I might have made it, but I don't remember where it is. Is the thing. Giant goat.
Could it be in
giant...
critters?
V, it was at advantage, wasn't it?
This is giant goat. What CR is that? Oh,
1/2.
0.5. Yeah, sure. I'll say its charisma is 12 for now, and it is intimidating. So you have your put 12 plus your proficiency, so whatever that is. So 1 plus your proficiency bonus, Theolyn. And I'll use the same rulings I did with him. So it's I'll just send you those rulings myself here in a second. But go ahead and use that instead.
So it's 12 plus my 12
So-
is his score, so 1 plus my proficiency. Okay. Intimidations. Okay, so it's a +4 for the proficiency, +1. +5 advantage.
V,
Let me check the code.
this was with advantage, right? You only rolled with a -3.
Yeah, it's advantage.
23 for intimidation from Bartholomew. He wiggles
There's
his
the rules
human
for you, by
hands.
the way. There's the rules for you. Anyways, so that you can.
You didn't send it to me.
Oh, did I not send that to you? Oh, I sent that to fucking. I sent that back to Okrin. Delete message. Delete message. I will send that to you then, and it will not be. It will be. It won't be strength. It'll be 1 point to strength and 1 point to dexterity specifically. Or actually no, I'll go this. And it's. No, we'll go. Sorry, give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna
It's okay.
mix this up.
Bartholomew, my noble steed. It's such a noble stat block to go along with him.
He has such an impressive charisma.
He's chomped out. Is one of his stats 22 because he also partook in the fruit?
I think so. I don't remember, but there's the additional shit you can do. For you specifically. So if you want to make his stat page, go ahead. His I will actually make the base stat page. Just use the giant goat for now. I will make it with you after this game is done tonight.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, so what did you guys roll? You rolled an 8 and a 23.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't roll with advantage.
Oh, that's right. Advantage. Sorry, I
So
forgot.
roll one more time.
Nat
I
20.
told you like 3 times, but
Yeah.
Nat 20.
I know he just doesn't care about you,
yeah.
Eotis. He hates you.
yeah, I was genuinely like kind of hurt. I was like, okay, damn.
So you can see the
God,
boar is
what?
like looking around, and the dragon looks to it, and you see your boar starts to back away, a bit scared. But Bartholomew stands there in the face of this magmatic dragon, staring upon it, and it seems to stare at Bartholomew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
make
dragon
that
begins to fly off.
That's
Darn, I
my
was hoping-
noble steed.
That was Gary.
Does anybody who speaks Draconic?
No.
Okay.
I do.
You weren't there,
Put
Tidal.
that there.
You're
Yeah.
right. I was learning Draconic.
Tidal,
and
you're
then
like in the
I-
middle of like slamming as you feel this large slam. You're like, that wasn't me, but that's all you got. Anyways.
Damn, Barnabas going
Probably
crazy.
the orc. Probably the orc.
Anyways, as you three get outside and grab your steeds, you look to each other like, shit. And we go to you, Tidal. Well, actually, I'll say this. The rest of the day, what are you three doing?
I'm gonna get my wife a gift,
Okay.
like I
Well,
discussed.
Just describe the gift, and I'll tell you how much gold it costs.
Oh shit. Okay.
As well as you're gonna buy a gem from here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of gem do you want specifically for the ring? Or gems?
God. Would I know? This
a lot
might
of-
sound stupid.
There's a lot of
Pyre's birthstone.
I think it was citrine when we talked about this last time. The like
Yeah.
orangish color one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will start generating an image if the other two want to start, like, say what they want to do.
Yeah, so it's a yellowish kind of orange gemstone that is kind of fiery in nature. That would be one of the ones that you would want to get.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you begin to search around for your wife. The citrine stone that you get is going to be pretty high quality, I would say, unless you want to go for a low quality ring.
I'm going high quality.
Okay,
The fucking
what
ring.
is the price point you are willing to pay?
Goblin? I have 50,000 gold.
Okay. I will say this.
I'll go up to 5,000.
And I was saying the top price here, you go to a jewelry store and everything, and a perfectly beautiful citrine, whatever you want to describe it as whenever you get it finished, is there, but the price point, you managed to haggle it down from 10 to 5,000.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh,
Damn,
Meanwhile-
you're an expert hacker.
you know, I'll pay 10,000. I'll do it for 2 of them though, so I can use one for the ring and one for the locket.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright.
Because just giving one away for 10,000 is still a whole thing that they want to do.
18.
18. They'll give you both for 8,000.
Deal.
Well, not 8,000. Wait, hold on. What am I saying? No, not for 10,000. They'll give you both for... I don't know why I went lower. They'll give you both for 12,000.
Damn, I tried to lock in so fast with the 8,000.
Yeah, no, wait. I realized beforehand. My bad. I misspoke. I was going to say 8,000 each, but then I was like, no, I messed up, so I'll give it lower. So 12,000 for
Alright.
both.
Okay, I got the money. I'll do that.
Alright. Beautiful stem. Beautiful gems. And that takes your whole day arguing, battling back and forth, haggling. The duo.
My trust in you.
The duo, what are you doing during the day?
Well, my character would heal the sick, but would heal any sick person he finds through physician's touch.
There's quite a few sick people, so you begin to touch and well, it's not a magical thing, I don't believe, unless it just gives you cure wounds.
Well, it is technically magical. It gives me like the ability to heal the disease or blinded, deaf, and paralyzed, poisoned, and stunned.
It's more so going up and like hitting their chakra or their ki, knowing where to hit to be able to get rid of that shit. And in nature, that's how I do it, because you're not a magic casting class.
It is a mix between that and like putting my own key
One
into
second.
them.
Was I muted? Yeah, it was. Good.
I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, it's putting your key. Your key is not a magical energy; it's a life-based energy, but it can overcome resistances and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you can do that. Yeah. You managed to heal quite a few people. Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. By the way, how much base gold would my character have, or is it just the normal one?
500.
Okay.
Same with you, Orc Man.
23.
23. I'd say you sold off all your stuff, and that's why you have 500 extra. 23. Eventually, after healing quite a few people, sick individuals here, you see this little tiefling girl comes running up to you and just pulls out a small, like, a small, like, necklace that she has, and she hands it to you and just runs off. This, like, pink tiefling girl.
Thanks, little one.
That's adorable.
You see that it's like chains of like iron that rush around to the backside where it latches together, and you can see there's this small, beautiful pink gemstone in the center of it, and there's this strange writing around the outside of the gemstone.
He will take it. He will wear it.
You put it on?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you put it on, it's definitely magical. And as you spend the next day doing whatever you're doing, it's a ring of the charmer's, a necklace of the charmer's eye. With this, once per day, you can cast the charm person spell without expending any spell slots or using any material components.
Damn. Oh, what's the DC?
Oh, the DC would be 15.
Okay.
Moria, Lore Keeper.
Yeah, sorry, I was turning on my fan. I heard all that. I'll write it down.
Okay. Eventually, you come back to the to meet with the others. Okran, what's your character doing for the day?
Well, first of all, he's going to make sure, that Waddles is okay.
Waddles is a bit.
Just-
Waddles is a bit spooked. It'll take him a few hours, but he'll be okay.
After making sure Waddles is okay,
I'll say you did see like a few of the guards were ready to fight against the dragon, but had been knocked like to the ground and whatnot, and that's also what Gesh was helping heal with. But you could see like some of the guards are coming around to like talk to you about Waddles and Bartholomew and like going, "Great steeds, blah blah blah," and one of them comes up to you. I don't remember your name, but I've seen you through town. We have a fighting pit. Would you care to come fight against some of the guards and others who have come to it?
oh man, I was ready for a fight with dragons, so I don't see why not.
All right. Many of the people here are tieflings, just so you're aware. So just think tiefling whenever I don't give a race.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, follow me then. Do you follow him?
Follow it. Yes.
You eventually get to this small ring of ash that seems to dip about 20 feet into the ground. There's seats all around it. And you can see tieflings and some humans that have come here are like throwing popcorn and whatnot towards like people inside the ring. You can see individuals are gladiatorial battling these tieflings. You can see are like fighting against each other. You can see a blue dragonborn that's in the a white dragonborn that's in the middle of it looks to these two tieflings that have already knocked out his compatriot, and he just breathes out this cone of cold energy that seems to hit both of them, and they freeze in place before they break out of the frozen condition, just fall to the ground unconscious. As you see this beautiful black-skinned tiefling with these fiery red eyes comes up to the stand. And we have the winner! Grosh has beaten the twins of the Fell Flame. Who would dare challenge our new champion for the rights of champion, the title of champion, and the gold acquired through bets? And he points over towards the bounty that you see laying on the edge, like on a large platform near the arena. You could see there's a lot of silver and a lot of silver and copper and some gold pieces, as well as a few gemstones mixed in, and a beautiful sword that's put on a pedestal right next to it. The sword itself is a great sword, but it seems to be very jagged on its edges, and it looks like it has almost like dragon hide on its base, like on its handle, as well as like dragon scales along its downward curve, well, upward curved, I would say, winged kind of designed handguard. Can't make out much more detail from here.
Alright.
You see what the tiefling guard. That's you, buddy. You got this.
Alright, I'll take that bet then.
You see the arena announcer. Well, if we don't have another traveler, an orc from Orcelium, I believe. I may be wrong, but let's see what you can do. The starting price is 300 gold.
Alright. Give him 300 gold.
He takes it, and he flicks his hand and it appears in the pile. Well then, my friend, what is your name? And what is your title?
Never thought about a title, but my name's Orion.
Orion, the pig stealer. Oh, no, the pig skinned. Versus Grosh, the cold wind. Jump down when you're ready.
Am I allowed to bring my mount or not?
No.
Alright.
And I will say, just so you're aware, the rules are no higher than 3rd rank magic.
Alright. Good to know.
Anyways,
So,
you won't die. We have medics on standby.
oh, good. Alright. I'm going to hop down then.
As you land, you look towards Grosh and looks towards you and gives you a nod before spitting blood on the ground. Cracks his neck. Punches his fists together as he seems to reach for a sword on the side of his hip. Well, looks like we have another competitor. I thought you said I'd win once I beat the twins. Yes, but isn't it more fun to have surprise guests? This is the last one, Neothrel. Of course. Do we have any others lined up? Your name is Orion.
Yep.
Let's see what you can do. You hear a bell ring. I need you to roll initiative. You stand about 50 feet from him.
Welcome on.
He does look injured, by the way, so you get the feeling he's a powerful warrior, but he's injured and has used a lot of his abilities. I will roll in chat for you.
16.
7. So you go first. As you see him going to pull his sword out, you have the initiative.
Let's see here. So you said 50 feet?
50 feet, yes.
Alright. What we are going to do is we're going to move. Let's see, what's my movement speed again? Gotta double check that. Yeah, 30 feet forward. Bonus action. I'm going to utilize my tunnel fighter stance. You'll find out what that does soon. Basically, I can make opportunity attacks without using my reaction.
God damn it. Now I remember why
This
I
is
don't like
why
it.
I asked.
Now I remember why I don't like it.
Yeah, you realize why I asked multiple times now, huh?
Yeah, and I allowed it, so it's fine.
Yep. I also get a special reaction if he moves 5 feet or more while still within my reach.
Mm-hmm.
whether he enters it or exits it or not.
Does that end your turn?
No, because I'm gonna pull out my light crossbow and fire it at him.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
16. I don't think that hits.
16 misses, unfortunately. As it seems to fly just past his head as he ducks out of the way.
We'll use my second attack to reload it, and my third attack to fire again. You do allow that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Out of character, so like you fire the first time, he dodges out of the way and he starts to rush forward, and then you fire again, and what's your attack roll?
23.
23, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
Ain't a whole lot of damage, but it's damage. Let me double check something about one of my abilities, though.
Out of character, he has an ability where on the first round of combat, his AC is increased. That's why the 16 did not hit. Otherwise, it would
Gotcha.
just barely hit his AC.
God damn!
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm. Because he's not wearing armor.
Oh, okay, I can't use that ability, so... It's 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage. He pulls the bolt out and throws it to the ground. As he gets only like 10 feet forward, I'll say. Does that end your turn? Sorry.
Yes.
He's like got 10 feet closer to you. He got struck by the bolt. It stopped his momentum. He pulls it out and throws it to the ground. He lets out this draconic roar. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Orion.
Yeah, that's a 4.
4.
I think I'm gonna use one of my 5 games inspirations on that.
Feel free.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the 11.
11.
Yeah.
As he
I
lets
figured
out this
still fails.
roar, you suddenly you fought powerful orcs who've let out this battle cry. You fought powerful warriors. You haven't really fought Dragonborn. And as this man lets out a roar, you take a step onto your back foot. You are frightened as he's used Dragon Roar.
If I can
Ah,
use Dragon
Dragon
Fury.
Fury,
Yeah.
yes. And you see his wings come out from behind him as he gets within 10 feet of you. And you see him pull his weapon
Alright.
out and sends a strike of cold energy towards you. What is your AC?
AC is
Wait,
22.
is he fighting me?
Kind of. It was Grosh. 22?
Yep.
As you take a step back, you immediately dodge out of the way of this first frost blade that comes at you, and you feel it just barely clip your ear and no damage dealt, but it is frostbite. Almost captures your ear, even in this warm temperature. As he then takes his blade and swings it again another way. That is a critical failure. If you'd like to use your reaction to shoot at him, I would say.
I would have pulled out my lance. Could I use that instead?
I didn't hear you say you pull out your lance at the end of your turn.
That's how I had the stance up.
The what?
The stance. The tunnel fighter.
Yes, but to use your light crossbow, you need one hand free, and a lance is two-handed, unless you're on a mount.
I thought you let me use two-handed weapons with one hand and my strength is high enough.
That's the problem, though. It's a special property of the lance.
Gotcha.
Fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, you can have it up. As you manage to dodge out of the way, you see him go for a second strike, and you see he leaves himself wide open because he doesn't think you're powerful enough. He's within 10 feet of you, though. So it's 10 feet away. Is that the reach of the lance?
Yeah, it's a reach weapon.
Alright. You take a step and strike at him, go in and make it with disadvantage because you are afraid of him.
Alright.
The crowd is going wild at this display of power at the
17.
moment. 17?
Miss.
17 hits.
Oh shit,
His AC
okay.
is increased by 1 at the beginning of battle. It's half his dexterity, which would be 1. Because it's rounded down.
Alright. So I get to add it. And you know what? Fuck this guy. 3d12. Let's do this.
You're gonna do the normal one, you're gonna do the Orcish
And
Ferocity,
as well as, yeah.
as well as what? The what again?
The base damage.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Base damage 1d12.
Okay.
Let's see, so add in those, and let me double check.
So it's Orcish Ferocity. Then you have
Well,
Highland Orc Ferocity.
He is now marked. Yeah, he is now marked until the end of my next turn,
Warrior
which
Strength.
basically.
Go ahead.
Wait, I don't think that actually does anything unless he attacks somebody else.
Mm-hmm. If you're talking about the marked ability for like the martial classes, it's I don't think it does anything really.
No, it's a feature of the Cavalier.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything unless he attacks somebody besides me, but there's nobody
Does it
else to
specify
attack.
on your turn specifically?
No, it does not.
Okay. As you take a step back and you dodge out of the thing, you see him coming for you, and you strike him straight in the you strike him just barely underneath his elbow as you like strike his what's that area from the elbow to the shoulder, but it's like on the back of your arm. It's part of your bicep or whatever it's called, but it's like the bottom of it.
I know. The tricep?
No, I don't think it's the tricep. But you know where I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You managed to scratch on that. Go ahead and roll damage.
It is 30 magical piercing.
You see him like drop his sword because he's left-handed. And you struck his left. Well, you struck his right arm in technicality. So you do see him drop his sword as it scatters to the ground. He breathes in and releases this cone towards you. Make a dexterity. Well, Constitution saving throw. Sorry.
All right. $22.
22. You managed to succeed against this, but he's still going to deal damage. It will be for him. Sorry, that fell. 31 reduced to 15 cold damage.
Gotcha.
As you feel it strike against you. You can always give up whenever you feel like it, by the way. Anyways. He looks to you. Are we done yet? As he slaps his sword back into his hand by his tail slapping it into the air and he grabs it. What do you want to keep going?
Oh, please. As if I'd give up so easily.
Action search. As you say that, he's going to make 2 more sword strikes at you. He's not within 5 feet, though. So, the first one is a critical hit, and the second one is a critical miss. So, critical hit is going to be the first one he does to you. So, you don't have cold resistance, do you?
No, I didn't grab that. I have nothing with that.
So this doesn't do any physical damage. It's all cold. You suffer 20 points of legendary cold damage. In addition, you are frostbitten until each turn after this, you can continue to try and make the save. It's Constitution against his saving throw, which you don't know. But at the end of your turns, you can try to make the save. Each time you take cold damage with the frostbitten effect on you, you take double the cold damage. You become vulnerable to it.
Oh my.
And because you technically are using an attack of opportunity without the reaction, you can make another attack at him as he critically misses you with the second strike. As he slams the first one into you, he then goes for a side glance. You jump over it, bringing your what is it called? Fuck. Your lance down directly into his shoulder, or trying to at least.
And still disadvantage, right?
Yes.
25.
Yeah, that
Nice.
hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Almost a crit, but not.
So close. It's 25 magical piercing.
And you see as you slam it into his collarbone, he's so injured at this point that you just slam it in and pierce him to the ground. He just falls unconscious immediately as some of the medics come in. A character, he had like 70 health. You've done that much already. As you slam him into the ground, he just 60 health, and you've done 60. And he just seems to go unconscious. The medics come in and they start to give him, and you hear, "Our new champion, Orion. Does anybody wish to face him?" Roll me a D100. Well, roll me an intimidation check, Orion, with advantage.
Yeah, come on, Orion.
As the crowd is going wild, throwing roses, you see some tieflings are like, "Ooh, Orion," like sending you smooches.
Nat 20. Nat 20 right now. Right fucking now.
Come on, that 20.
Advantage.
Yeah. Nat 20
I
right
would say
fucking now.
after this.
Get 2.
Oh,
Oh, synchronicity!
Synchronicity.
But not good one.
Orion, you do see, looking down, there is this cloaked tiefling that's looking down with like gilded eyes. You can see like this beautiful, somewhat bronze-colored skin. He just looks down and goes, "Interesting," and disappears. But there's nobody else that seems to want to challenge you. Our winner, Orion. And you see, as people are going crazy, you're brought up to the platform and handed your coinage. Now, I know you can't carry all this on you, because it's a mountain of coin. We can have it delivered to a ship or a carriage or your place of residence if you want. In total, out of character here, I'm going to tell you your total here. You get your 300 back. Additionally, we're going to go with gold first. Well, we're going to go with gold first, yeah. There's 10 gold.
Damn, you're rich.
Alright, give me 1 sec. So 10 gold.
10 gold.
Alright.
6,000 silver.
God damn.
Damn.
Alright.
Get yourself a small fortune.
And then, I'd say, yeah, 82,000 copper. So it is a mountain of coin.
So that's like
Yeah.
from the silver 600 gold.
And there's about 500 gold worth of gemstones as well.
He got like 3,000 or 4,000 gold at this point.
82,000 copper is about 8,000 gold, Gesh.
That's
Oh
really
sh!
impressive.
Well, no, that's
okay.
8,000 silver, that's 800 gold, sorry, my bad. But 6,000 silver is 600 gold, Gesh. Or
Yeah,
however
so
My
like
money
two-
came from fucking.
Like
3,000.
3,000 gold.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then the 600 gold worth of gems, I think I said it was. But then you also get the sword. He goes, "A sword found recently near the dragon's nest, the one that attacked recently. This is called Dragon's." Let's see. What am I gonna fucking name this thing?
He's making the name up on the spot.
First, what weapon type is it?
Great sword, as I said.
You're proficient in all martial weapons. You should be fine.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking so I can begin the process of making the custom weapon.
This is called Dragonheart. Is a weapon that, when wielded by a draconic creature, has more benefits than what I'm going to tell you. It is a plus 2 greatsword.
Yeah, and wielded by.
It has better abilities, but you don't know those.
Because he's not draconic like
It's this large, like, copper kind of colored blade with, like, a sawtooth backwards design towards the actual handle and, like, all that shit with the winged design that comes up with the handguard. It's very stupid. It almost looks like you should put it on someone and start sawing onto them. It's very rusted, too, even though it's a plus weapon. It's a plus 3 weapon. And you...
Oh, it's plus 3?
Yeah.
Damn, nice.
Sorry, plus 2, sorry. And it is attunable, it is attunable by a fighter, a sorcerer, a bard, or a dragonborn. Or a dragon-based born, dragonkin, dragon, whatever. But it's just a creature with dragon's blood in them.
So would a draconic line sorcerer be super good for this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's plus 3,
Only
that's
we
all,
had a
well, plus 2, that's all you know right now.
Okay.
It's called, what did I call it again?
Dragonheart.
Dragonheart.
Dragonheart, good, yeah. You can sense an overwhelming presence. There's definitely something that you can gain by attuning to this, you would feel. But it'll take you some time. Anyways, that's all that we have for tonight's fighting pit. Thank you for coming. Please leave now. We have to fix the ring. As you begin to leave, what is the rest of your day, Orion?
Oh, probably Going to find a nice place to relax and attune to the sword.
All right. The weapon itself gives you a fearful presence. You can use once per day. The fearful presence is a 30-foot range around you. Each creature, which means all your friends as well, must make a wisdom saving throw against 8 plus your charisma plus your proficiency bonus. Charisma modifier, sorry.
So what is this? When attuned, you gain the ability to use what once per day?
Fearful presence once a day, which is everybody in a 30-foot radius must make a wisdom saving throw when you use it. It's a bonus action to use, mind you. Each creature must make a wisdom saving throw against a DC equal to 8 plus your charisma modifier plus your proficiency modifier. On a failure, the creature becomes frightened of you. Allies that you have within the radius gain an advantage on the saving throw, however.
I would gain an advantage on the saving throw.
Additionally, the weapon has 1 charge, which you may expend to deal an extra damage dice. So it would do 3d6 for 1 attack. It's not that good, but that's because you're not a fucking sorcerer. Or a...
Or Dragonborn.
Or Dragonborn, yeah.
If only we had a dragon bloodline sorcerer in the party.
I know, right?
A Dragonborn draconic bloodline sorcerer.
Anyway.
Wait, a Dragonborn dragon sorcerer bard fighter multi-class.
I will kill you. Anyways. What would that be? A Sawar Dider? A farderer?
A border.
I mean, talking about farting, Eotis, we move towards Tydal. Tydal, as you approach the room, heading into the brothel known as the Heated Seat, you enter and you see a few tiefling women in very skimpy clothing, as well as a few other individuals that are wearing collars, it seems slaves, that are working off debts or whatever got them enslaved here. And they're being worked here. Eventually you find your way to Barnabas's room, and you knock on the door, asking around, and eventually Barnabas comes up to the door and opens it. He's very naked at the moment, with a few silks covering his no-no zone. And he goes, "Oh, my friend, you finally made it. Yes, I need your help in this conquest. Please, enter. Ignore the woman I chose, please, and go to your elven woman. She is in the other. She is in the bathroom waiting. There's only one bed. Close your eyes, please." And he like tries to cover your eyes, but like you push in. Tydal, make a perception check, please.
It's a hidden walk.
The DC is very low, by the way. Yeah, you notice it. The DC was 5 because of the fucking size of this creature. You see, trying to hide on the ceiling is this large arachne female.
Damn.
Yo, Barnabas hit it.
And you can see she's staring at you with all of her eyes that are on her head. And
I'm gonna wink at her as I start heading towards the bathroom.
Make a persuasion check. You can also see a large collar on her neck as well.
God damn.
7.
Okay, a 7.
She hisses at you. And Barnabas goes, "No, dear. We'll get back to what we're doing. We're just waiting for my friend here to go meet his knightly friend. Anyways, get down here." Anyways, as you walk into the bathroom, which adjoins to another room that he also bought, you could see sitting there, currently cleaning herself, is a woman dressed in silks, and you can see her blue skin, almost like ice, seems to coat the area around the porcelain tub in a little bit of frost. As you see this Wintera elf, this cold-based elf that seems to look over towards you as you enter. You can see her eyes are the colors of reflecting ice, and she looks at you and goes, "Hello. Am I the one that you're going to be seeing for the night?"
Indeed. My friend over there paid for you.
"Yes, I'm quite aware. Well then. Should we go to our room and get started then?
Indeed.
And she
Let's get started.
She reaches her hand out for you to grab and pull her into the other room as there's just this sound from both rooms. You already rolled your performance check, which was 19, right?
Yep.
Okay. As the night goes on, you awaken nearing the next day, but it's not morning just yet as night is done. You're covered in fluids, and they're all kind of somewhat frozen and stuck to you because of her nature. She definitely is wearing a collar, too, similar to that. And make a con save. Well, make a... No, because of your... Alright, anyways. Make a con save, I'll say.
Alright. 26.
Because she was enjoying it so much, she didn't put frostbite on your dick.
How kind of her!
Anyways, she
Damn,
seems
that
to be
pussy's cold.
sleeping and holding on to you tightly as as what seems to be your time has ended, and night is still upon you. As you can hear in the other room, Barnabas is just casting magic and throughout the night.
Shit, how much stamina does he have? Whew. I'm exhausted. I'm like trying to pull off of her.
Make an athletics check.
Anymore.
Oh no.
9.
She is not letting you go in her sleep.
Fine. I guess I could stay the night. Hopefully Theolyn and the other two didn't get into any trouble.
As you look out the window,
As
you
we
see
top back to a dragonfly.
you see the town is burnt. No. Anyways. Meanwhile, Theolyn, as you make your way back to the ship and eventually speak to Pyre as night is coming to, you go to your room and Pyre is in there rocking your child to sleep. As she looks up, Theolyn,
Yeah.
I finally got him asleep.
Yeah.
Shh, shh. And she puts him down slowly on your guys' bed. I'll come back. And she like pulls you outside the room. So, how was the city? Or the town, sorry.
It was quite eventful. I learned some other things that I'll tell you later, but... Oh, shit. The rest of the half of the gift is not ready yet, because Barnabas is still not back yet. I'll give it to you in the morning.
Of course. No problem. No problem. She looks at you.
Yeah?
I heard Barnabas speaking about brothels, or someone mentioned it. Someone on the ship overheard
You went to a
it.
brothel?
Someone overheard it. You didn't go, did you? And she looks
No,
at you.
of course
You see
not.
her eyes narrowing. Make me a persuasion check. See if she believes you.
Yeah. No. Come on.
It's pretty
Bitch is
easy.
ratting on me.
Pretty easy.
14.
Yeah. DC was 12. She looks at you and goes,
If you failed that.
it's good to know my husband is, well, husband-to-be, and she seems to like look off like in a dreamy state for a second, is very loyal. Anyways, the baby's asleep now. So, where do you want to go? I'll go to town with you, unless you want to stay here. I don't know.
Well, I actually
I'm
have to... I'm sorry.
I'm nervous. I don't
I'll
know what
take
to
you.
do. Oh, yeah, okay.
It's fine.
Oh, and
I
she
have
pulls
to
out a
ask
small,
you-
like, a small letter, and it's, she hands it to you. And as you, like, open it, it seems to be, from past Theolyn.
Yeah.
It basically states that he's going to be, when we arrive at the Angelic Aeilands, he'll be leaving the ship and journeying to become stronger.
Oh, no. I know exactly what this means.
The duel on the peaks of Stormbridge.
No, okay. Well then,
Very
I'm gonna have to
cool.
get him up to snuff. I don't know how long it's gonna take us to get there, but right, time to up his training. But I have to go ask the ship captain something. Oh, I have another brother apparently.
Oh, we'll introduce him to Flair later.
Yeah, later. This is a little. Would you like to go out into the town with me as a date?
She gets really blushed red and agrees. She doesn't even say yes, she just nods her head up and down. Who's gonna take care of the kid, though? Just summon Bartholomew.
No, yeah.
Come on, baby.
You know, if my mom isn't too busy, I'll ask her.
Alright, she'll say,
And I'll give her the burn cream.
Go out in the town, you two. But remember, no more children yet.
God damn it, Mom. Hold on. And I give her the burn cream. My baby's made of fire. This is gonna help you.
Thank you.
Now where's the captain?
You eventually speak to the captain, and he does relent after talking to the Pope to allow the two on the ship. We don't need to go over that.
Yeah, we don't. And now I take Pyre on a date.
Describe the perfect date for Pyre that you
Oh,
would
God
want.
damn it.
That you would want specifically.
Alright, well, I know Pyre has never been to the material plane.
The common plane.
Maybe not never, but the common plane. So, I'm gonna take her to a bunch of stuff that I would believe would not be in the Land of Fire that would be safer. I know they had a big ceremony for her birth, but, is there, like, this might be a long shot, is there a festival going on?
Sure, yeah. There is a festival being performed at the edge of the magma pool called, which is the magma lake here, called, the Lover's Burning Passion.
Okay.
Festival.
Burning passion.
All right. Well, I'll go
Passion.
there and
Passion.
we'll have fun. We'll go to the festival, do that, and then I'll take her to some. I'll do a guided tour. It's one.
You eventually guide her around. Make me a performance check for the dates with advantage.
Yeah, that's my performance. It's just a +5. I should get proficiency.
I should get proficiency too.
Natural
Oh my
20,
God.
25.
She's having the time of her life, and as the night is getting dark and you see couples are at the edge of the lake, you are hearing some sounds. You are given a free goodie bag and whatnot. She takes some of the perfume and sprays it on herself, and she brings you in for a kiss at the end of the night. As you guys are making out sloppy style, make me a charisma saving throw. With disadvantage.
Oh wait, is this a magic?
With
Is this a
disadvantage.
magical effect?
It is a magical effect.
That means Celestial will kicks in.
Fuck, it does, doesn't it?
Plop, 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 plop.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So,
There will be a show.
Celestial will.
That one. Double that one.
No, I have to read it again.
Whenever you make an intelligence wisdom or charisma saving throw against magical effect, you add your charisma mod to the roll, even if it is a charisma check. Additionally, your proficiency. Additionally, your proficiency bonus for these rolls is doubled if added. Additionally, you gain one legendary resistance which can be used on these for 1 week in game.
Yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Celestial will is kind of good.
So double charisma, double proficiency.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a charisma, yeah. So he gets double charisma, yeah.
It's double charisma, and I have my aura. So basically, I have a
And
plus 25.
Are you giving your aura to Pyre? Because she's making the save too.
Yeah, she's my ally, of course. She's my
Don't
wife.
get the fire, don't
Both
get
of
the
them
fire.
were that once.
And what is your aura's bonus?
A +5.
+5.
Natural one. Natural one.
No, but I got a 28 though.
You are getting hot and heavy at the moment, but you're managing to, you're starting to chub a little bit, but you're managing to keep it under wraps enough. And as you're starting to get hot and heavy during this kiss, this makeout, you can see Pyre is definitely as well, and she looks to you in the eyes with a look of asking permission.
Okay. I nod my head.
Alright, she pulls you towards her and into her arms as the night goes on. Make me a performance check. With advantage.
Yeah.
With advantage, I'll say a +10 extra.
Fuck it.
Because he knows all of his first weak spots.
28.
28. Okay. Make me a constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
There's immediately another kid coming.
There will be.
No. No, I'll finish it outside.
That's what the con save's for.
You said with advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, true one.
28. I'm getting 28.
Well, the con save is for the length. So, as you're going for all night, you look out the window once, Tydal, and you can see this large, like, burning pyre of fire itself at the edge of the lake, and you can see Theolyn is just getting them cheeks clapped. Clapping them cheeks at the edge of the lake. You can't see his wife in her form, but you could see him lit by her form, and you're like, as you're looking out the window.
That's my brother. That's my brother.
One's into ice, one's into fire. Theolyn,
Yeah.
during the time, I need you to make an athletics check because she is going to leg lock you.
Oh no!
And you have disadvantage because you are weak in this state.
The leg lock.
I would have gotten a net 20. It's a 6.
You try to pull out in time, and she seems to leg lock you and pull you even closer. And there is these eyes of no in her eyes, but she's like, you see she wants it. Not like no, don't do it. She wants it. Like no, don't pull away.
Yeah.
You bust.
God damn. Okay.
And you don't even need to roll because you are a celestial. Yeah, go ahead and roll me. I'll say just for this, roll. Roll a d4.
Oh no.
Why?
This is 3 triple.
Okay, good to know.
I have 3 children on the way. I'm gonna have a large.
As you're just breathing heavily by the end of the night, you awaken to dawn as a few other lovers couples are waking up in similar situations to you at the edge of the magma lake. You're sweating heavily because it is fucking hot here.
Yeah,
you
good thing I have I have the
Yeah.
ring of proper temperature or whatever it is.
Yeah, Pyre is very, just tired and unconscious as you awaken. You manage to put her on your back and drag her to the ship. You clothe her a little bit because the clothes kind of got ripped. Well, no, she doesn't wear that. She wears fire clothes. She's fine. Your clothes kind of got a little ripped. So you get what you can covered as you walk through town.
Yeah.
And as you start to walk, you pass by the burning seats, or whatever the fuck I called it earlier. And you see walking out is Tydal. Tydal, the woman is still holding on to you as you begin to walk out. And I'll say this, Tydal, as you're starting to walk down the stairs, the elf is still holding on to you asleep as you get to the front desk. And the tiefling looks at you and goes, "Well, you must have had a good night."
Trust me, I had a very good night.
Seems like she enjoyed it too.
I made sure of it. Tell me, what is this elf's name?
Patricia.
Hold on, wait.
Goblin.
That's fine.
We gotta complete the 4 elements here.
Hold on.
Buddy.
Patricia, Pyre, they both start with P. They're both, fuck. I didn't mean to do that.
Now, okay.
Alright,
this
Goblin,
is-
so
Goblin.
Gesh and I have decided that we're going to complete the 4 elements. Gesh will take air, I'll take earth.
Oh my god.
And all of their names need to start with a P.
Don't worry, they will. One will be
Theolyn and
Patricia.
Tydal.
Tell me, how much for the elf?
What?
Well, her debt is still, I'd say 500 gold. I'd have to check again. But if you're serious about buying off her debt, or buying her specifically, because she is enslaved still, I can go get those papers.
Damn. How convenient that I gave you 500
Yeah,
gold
I know.
earlier to go.
I honestly
That's all
forgot
they
about
have.
that, and I just put the price at 500 gold.
Yeah.
I'm not even lying there.
How
Bro.
fucking
How
convenient.
convenient,
All
bro.
the money I have is from.
It was planned. It was from me. I'm your sugar daddy.
Don't say that about your brother. Don't say that about your
Me
brother.
too.
Yeah,
brother.
yeah. I have
Sugar
36,000
brother.
gold. I have 36,000 gold, guys.
I'm gonna kind of like rub the head of the ice elf still attached to me. Bring me the papers.
You see her look at you and smile. Of course. And she walks away. And you see Barnabas come down with the arachne, like, riding on her back, and he just looks down to you. You're buying a slave.
No, I'm paying off her debt.
Oh, well. And he looks towards the arachne, who looks at you scornfully. Well, it seems we are in a similar boat, then.
You rock your world too?
A little bit of both. But she will not be joining us on our adventure. She'll be going back to where do you want to go? Oradon? Draconia? And she just looks at him, and like there's this flick of magic in her eyes, and you see his ears twitch for a second. Understood. We'll talk later. Anyways, he like fixes up his robes, which are like nonchalantly. You can see his chest hair, this beautiful red bush just popping out of it.
I don't need a visual aid on his chest hair.
Eventually, she comes back and she brings the papers for the arachnate too. Seemingly, this was pre-arranged beforehand. Well then, Barnabas, are you planning on buying her contract? Yes. Alright, that'll be 3,000 gold pieces, please. And he pops a coin purse down. And you, what was your name again?
It is Tydal.
Tydal, yes, you told me last night. The contract is for 350 gold. I apologize. He paid 150 to get part of her debt off already. So 350 gold, and her debt will be relieved, or 500 gold if you would like to buy her debts and take her as your slave, buying her off of us.
350 to pay it off.
Of course. And she takes the 350 and begins to sign a contract, and suddenly the contract she has just burns away. Well, she is no longer indebted to us. And she goes up to the, she doesn't even go up to her. You see that as soon as the contract burns, the collar breaks and falls off. Well then.
Yeah.
Patricia's free now. She can do as she wishes, but she doesn't seem like she'll be awake for a while. Take her with you. After all, you paid off her debt.
Yes, I'm aware. I will buy her a room at a nearby tavern, and I will leave her there. It will then be up to her to what she will do.
Okay. Well, you four have a good time. You see, Barnabas doesn't pay off her debts. No, I'm fucking with you. He's not gonna buy a fucking slave. He's not an asshole. Let me roll, actually. Yeah, no, he doesn't. I rolled a 0. I rolled a 0, by the way.
Oh, damn.
No, he doesn't. But yeah, he pays off her debt, and as you guys begin to walk through town, Barnabas looks at you as he's walking on his barely closed arachne. Well then, would you like me to send both of them somewhere else? Or would you rather Patricia joins us for a little boat ride?
We're not exactly going on a simple round trip to go see the sights. Our mission will most likely be dangerous. I don't want to involve her with that. But honestly, it is up to her.
Well, we can send her back, and then she can send a message if she wants to speak with the person who paid off her debt. Anyways, he says a word, a name, but you can't understand it because it is in Undercommon. I believe it's time for you to go back to the bot bounty. We'll speak then. And he casts a spell, and both Patricia and the arachnite disappear. He casts it while he's on her back and falls to the ground. She must
Didn't really think that one through, did you?
No, she rocked my world so much last night that I forgot. Yes, let's just say I am not in the right mindset. Anyways, he stands up and readjusts again. We tell no one. At this point, you see walking by you is Theolyn with Priscilla unconscious on his back. Or not Priscilla, Pyre, sorry. So many fucking P names, man.
Patricia Pyra. Please tell me the Arachnid's name also starts with a P.
No.
Oh.
Theolyn, you see them talking as they have, like, these definite individuals with from the brothel that they're with as they both disappear, and they start speaking and say, "We never talk about this again." And you see Tydal like, "Of course." And then you both like walk into view, like right next to them.
Oh, Theolyn, my brother,
Sir.
you should have been there. It was an epic battle. Me and Barnabas came on top,
Tydal,
obviously.
what's your passive perception, Tydal?
12.
You can see Theolyn, like, he put on as much clothes as he can, but a lot of his clothes have been ripped at this point. His dick's swinging in the wind.
Although, from the looks of it, you had a battle of your own.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Fierce, important business that Barnabas needed you for, huh?
Uh-huh. Trust me.
Uh-huh.
It was a battle well fought.
Alright.
You can see there's some, like, frostbite growing on his neck from some hickeys he got.
Alright, Tydal. I don't need to hear about... I'm not going to call it a conquest, that's demeaning. I don't need to hear about this. Barnabas, I would really appreciate it if I could have that picture.
Theolyn, you got a little something on your, as I dust off some, ash from, his burnt clothes, his singed clothes.
Hmm.
Dust off some magma from his collarbone that's not burning him.
I thought you said caught, and I was like, wait, no.
Cap.
You brush off some magma and you're like, what the fuck? It's like burning your fingers, but it's not hot, and it's like sticking to them, and you're like, ugh, and you throw it off.
Hey, don't worry, Tydal. It wouldn't be it's not considered gay to brush off the homies.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anyways, as you guys make some light talk, you like, Barnabas, anyways, yes, we'll get that picture and get back to the ship. And he starts to walk, trying not to make eye contact with you, Theolyn.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's-
Wait, is this insecure?
It's insecurity because he kind of got caught fucking a woman, you know?
Oh,
He got caught.
I thought
Walk
it
of
was because I was
shame.
bigger.
Well, walk of shame kind of thing. Actually, make a perception check, Theolyn.
Okay.
And you two, Tydal. What are your sizes again? I think 20 and Tydal. Do we ever roll for you?
No, we never rolled for me.
Roll
yet.
2d8 plus your con mod twice because you are now a celestial.
I got a 17 passive perception.
Con mod.
Or it's perception check.
15.
You're smaller than your brother? Damn.
Well, he's younger.
Yeah, I am younger. I'm a grower, not a shower. I put a billion inches on it earlier when I was making a character sheet.
I hate this combination of words so much.
Fuck yeah, I'm using a mark to reroll his dick size.
Really? Really?
Was it small? Was it small?
It was only 20. He's much larger than you. Two.
Only?
Yeah.
Only.
Only
Yeah.
20.
It's actually 29. So he's not
The emphasis
disappointed.
reroll.
He just doesn't want to see your dick. Well, no, sorry. He doesn't want you to see him like in this state.
Nah, he's dignified.
Before we go, we don't want others to know exactly what happened. I assume, yes?
I want no one to know of this.
Seeming.
Whoa! Shut the elf.
You all look normal again. There we go. Let's continue.
Much better.
Well, hold on. I'm waiting for brothers or brother and their traveling companion.
At this point, I assume they went to the ship in the night.
Oh, okay.
Yes? Joseph?
Yeah.
Orion? Alright. As you get back to the ship, Joseph and Orion are, I would say, sparring on the deck of the ship, as they seem to be testing their might once again and trying to prove themselves to the sailors that they are powerful indeed, to show off a little bit, as they're getting, like, egged on by the sailors. You can see a few of the paladins are, like, tossing around money, trying to, like, bet on who's gonna win. I'll say this. Both of you agree for me. Who do you think would win 2 out of the 3 rounds you guys are going?
Alright.
You both want Orion?
Yeah.
I'll say the first round goes to you, Joseph, but you use, like, all your materials and get a little bit exhausted. And then Orion just beats the shit out of you for the next 2. You got a few bruises on your face, but eventually you'd see paladins are like paying out to like different people, and the Pope got in on the betting, and you can see he gets like a lot of the money because he bet on Orion, while everybody else bet on fucking the half elf because they thought he would use magic or something.
Nah, one half elf who doesn't use magic.
Yeah, and you see that they're just sitting there after the fight happens. They're putting ice on you, Joseph, as you see your friends come back looking magnificent, carrying Pyre on their back, and Barnabas's walk of shaming. Your passive perceptions are high enough. You can see that they're under the effects of a seeming spell, or a spell, an illusion-based spell. You can't see through the spell, but you could see that they did that, and you could see hickeys on one of your friend's neck, and some errant spider silk across Barnabas's body in places.
Well, hello, you three.
They definitely look like they've had a night.
You seem to have some fun tonight.
What? Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. It was quite a mighty battle we had, honestly. It was...
Ain't that hard to tell, you know. That being said, I ain't gonna judge you.
Yeah.
Out of character, Patricia has blue skin.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
That is what the Winter Elf... Well, they have a bluish kind of, like, pale skin. It has a bluish kind of tint to it. It's not just straight up blue.
And Barnabas, even
Yes.
though your magic is very mighty, one can still see through it.
It's not just my magic that's mighty, Joseph.
Whatever. What?
What?
A man. As I go fist pump.
He fist bumps you. Anyways, I believe it's time for us to leave, correct, Wilbert? And Wilbert looks to him. Yes, no. Yes, Barnabas, it is time for us to leave. Are you all ready? Is your wife
I
going...
got one question.
Yes, Orion.
I won a lot of gold last night, and I may or may not don't bring it here. Is there anywhere I could store it?
I was wondering what that was. I did put it in the hall, with a question mark wrapped around it. It should be here on the ship, yes.
Alright.
It's
Just
in a,
want to make sure.
it's in a few large crates. I'll let you know later.
Yeah, I'll have to exchange it at some point.
Yes. Anyways, if you're not having any
But-
more questions... Yes? Tydal,
No, it was not a question. It was something I was going to do. Sorry.
go ahead. Do what you're going to do.
Alright, before we leave, I was going to make a point on my staff for returning.
To the town?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah. Mark, Magma Pool.
Got it.
Anyways. Well, now that we're done with that, we're on a tight schedule. I was waiting to set off at sunrise, but it's 10 o'clock now. We should get going. Of course we should, my friend. Pull up the sails, Barnabas says, as he walks into the door, into the lower decks. We're gonna stop that episode right there, and we're gonna continue after with a part 2 here, just because I want to split this up.